Hey, my name is Jeremiah, and this is my experience of being an outsider. Let me just start out by saying that I haven't technically been ostracized, given its definition of being excluded from a group for having a certain trait or quality. Um, I've mostly been accepted, I would say, into all the groups that I've tried to be accepted into, I guess. Or at least I don't remember not being accepted into a group. Um, anyway, I've mostly just had hurtful comments, here and there, but they really build up a lot. Um, I've noticed over the years that a lot, and I mean a lot, of people make fun of me because I'm skinny. I think the first real experience I had was when I was about 12 years old. At that time, I was like 4'8", 4'7", 80 pounds. Um, yeah, ever heard of the expression skin and bones? That was me. Anyway, I remember being at school with my friends and, just talking to them at lunch, hanging out, when this bigger kid just randomly came up to me and pushed me down. Um, I kind of just got up there and stood there in shock as, he looked at me and he said, I'll never forget these words. He said, what are you going to do about it, twig? Um, I just kind of stood there, still grasping the fact that he pushed me down and just made fun of me. I've never experienced bullying before in my life. But, and then one of my friends joined in with him and, started calling me other names like, oh, you weigh as light as a feather, you're anorexic, stuff like that. But it was just little kid names. But back then it was bad, and I would have to say it's definitely one of the worst days of my life back then. Um, After that, there's been many, many instances where I've been made fun of, and people think of me as weak, and it was to the point where if I were to carry something, mildly heavy, like just some box, weighed 20 pounds maybe, someone would ask me if I needed help with that, or sarcastically call me muscles. But over the years, I've thought about getting fat. I've thought about just gaining a bunch of weight and, just getting really fat. But the problem with that was I couldn't. My metabolism was just way too fast. No matter what kind of food I ate, I would not gain any weight at all. I got to the point where I was just unmotivated, I was lazy, I felt gross, greasy because all the junk food that I'd eat. And, I'd just play video games all day. And then I was out with my friend one day. We were going to 7-Eleven, I think. And he kind of introduced me to football. And when I started getting into football, I played it a lot with my friends, out on the streets and stuff. And, it became my drive. It was like what I lived for each day. Um, After that, I started running more because football, and I'd start playing outside more. When I got a little older, about 13, 14, I started doing push-ups, working out and stuff like that. Um, I ate a lot more healthy. I was way more active, and I kind of feel like I found my purpose in life. Um, when I was 16, sophomore year, I joined the Point Loma High football team. It took about a season, half a season, until I made it to varsity, second string receiver, third string quarterback. Um, but you know, I kind of noticed that they didn't throw the ball too much, so I went ahead and came back to HHMA. Um, I still, however, continued to play football, with my friends, joining the football X block, stuff like that. I work out a lot more often now. Like right now, I'm doing every morning, sometimes 2 days, and I finally weigh 140 pounds to this day. I'm 5'11", you know, kind of still on the skinny side, but I'm working my way up there. I'm hoping by the end of about, I'd say, senior year, I weigh at least 170 pounds. And yeah, that's my story. And if I'm gonna give a tip, actually, to all of my fellow skinny people, I'm gonna say find your drive. Find what makes you feel good and just excel at it. Forget what people say about you, even though you're small. You can change yourself. There's protein powders, there's protein everything, there's creatine. Go to the gym, work out, or, just ignore people. They can't get to you if you ignore them. And for all the people that are like bigger and kind of make fun of us and, look down upon us because we're small, think about how you would feel if you were bullied by someone a lot bigger than you. It actually kind of scares you for your life. Like, you're scared for your life because this person is so much bigger than you. They could seriously hurt you. So, all I'm asking is to think twice, Think twice about bullying someone. Thank you.